Hey, welcome. This is Daniël-James. I am Daniël-James. This is the MoneyBru, formerly MoneyBru show. DJM.Design show is kind of what we're going with now. I'm with a lovely guest, Anne-Marie, and she does a bunch of cool stuff. But today we're going to talk about gaslighting. I don't even know what this is, so let's rock and roll.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold. You might need a sweater.
I'm excited.
Okay, gaslighting.
Let's tell them.
Well, it's a term that's being thrown around a lot right now because narcissism is entered our vernacular and our mindset and trying to figure out how to handle narcissists in our lives, right? And
Plus, we came out of a political season, which we can't talk about
right.
who or what.
Right, but I think that sparked a lot of discussion.
People brought that word up and I was like, okay, what does that word mean? I'm not very political, but okay, sure.
And business leaders often embody narcissistic traits, some towards the malignant side, some the more damaging side, but others just from that self-confidence.
Yeah, go watch the first narcissistic video we did. She explains the levels.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, because
It goes even
very
further.
Complicated topic. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So this is tied to gaslighting.
Yeah, gaslighting is a technique that narcissists use to make another person feel like they don't know what they're doing.
Oh.
Or what they're thinking, or making them sort of question their own sanity, which is a technique, right? Then the narcissist can say, we're going in this direction, or this is what happened, and this is what's happening now, because it renders, gaslighting is a technique that basically says, you don't know what you're saying, and it's actually not what you see it is.
You subdue and
you're
like, okay, I'll follow you.
Right, so an example of this, with my ex, I saw a text from another woman on his phone, and right?
Yeah, that's
Bummer.
weird.
One of those bummers. Many
not
of those
cool
for me. But I grabbed the phone and I was like,
oh, that sucks.
You know, and I was like, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah.
And he said, I didn't write that text. So it's kind of like that Jedi mind trick kind of thing, you know, where you're like, wait a minute, reality is what?
Someone plant that in your phone?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you know, so had he been a Jedi, I would have been like, oh, he did not write that text. But part of me was already in that space where I was so questioning whether or not I could even think right.
Yeah.
That it was almost like, oh, who did write that? You know, like,
you question it.
It gets to that point where you just, so it's a dismantling technique. It comes from, Gaslight was a film, I think in 1944.
Yeah. That
starred Ingrid Bergman and Charles Boyer. And Gaslight, this malignant narcissist husband, I believe was gaslighting his wife. Into the sky's not blue. No, it's not blue, it's yellow. And she was kind of, that type of thinking like, oh,
that's
the
crazy.
Sky is yellow. Like it is a little bit of, what would the word
manipulation?
be? It's manipulation.
Brainwashing. Yeah.
It's brainwashing. Wow. And it can be really nuanced, right? Yeah. In a conversation, so if we were talking and I would say, we didn't talk about that in the first segment, or you didn't say that.
I start to believe it.
Then, and you're like, oh, you start to question.
Question it, yeah.
What, did I actually say that?
It reminds me of the Mandela effect.
Or did I not?
Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
Tell me more, no.
The Mandela effect is, I think they believed that Mandela had died. Correct me if I'm wrong in this, but basically it was like mass propaganda.
Okay.
And now the Mandela effect is used in the same light, kind of like North Korea. You know how
this is interesting.
Anyway, I don't want to go too much.
No, but I do think the media can gaslight.
Yeah.
I think when you talk about propaganda and the way you sow a story. Yeah. So that
it's true.
The populace believes perhaps a lie,
but
and then the other side will sow a story so that there's a different aspect of, the truth is not honored, right? Yeah. And there is the truth is something that is.
Yes.
Right.
And this is so even in the Mandela effect. Yeah. This is what got me was, in Star Wars he says, Luke, I am your father. Right. He doesn't actually say that. He says, I am your father. And we all believe it to be Luke. So the Mandela effect, I think, is not the negative. I think gaslighting is the negative version of this. But I go watch the movie. I think this is going to be an interesting experiment for you guys out there to go watch that and learn about that.
Well, and we think, we remember things the way that we've heard repeated. Right. So also, like, there's a phrasing, I think it was Thomas Edison, who said, God helps those who help themselves. And people, or maybe it was Benjamin Franklin, but people have attributed that to the Bible and said, oh, that's biblical. But that's so not the Christ message, wow, I help those that are the lowly and the meek and the people that need help, right? Not those that are out there
helping themselves.
But so that's just another misunderstanding. But
our society would be crushed if that was like how it is.
Yeah, but gaslighting is really much more a manipulative, premeditated style of communication that dismantles someone else from having a sense of their power.
So it's probably like, would you say it's something that happens from childhood where someone figures out, okay, this is how I gaslight someone without knowing, and it gave them a sense of power, and now
perhaps
a habit that they've come into.
Yeah, I think it can become habitual.
Yeah.
And it's also observed. I think people watch how other people manipulate, and it's so subtle that they can kind of take that on. And
public speakers do this too.
And it works to their advantage.
Yeah, public speakers will, a lot of times, or advertisers or marketing companies. I think the scary thing about it is that it is happening, and it happens systemically.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is a marketing technique.
Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in essence, with the malignant narcissist, they're constantly marketing themselves.
Yeah.
They're constantly marketing themselves in their actions and their words, and like maybe creating a lot of chaos in a family system or in an office situation, a business situation, and then coming in at the last minute with the solution.
Yeah.
Right? They created the chaos so that they could come in at the end and make something happen, and then everyone thinks they're awesome.
Red flag, that there's a problem when someone's doing that. Like I'm very strongly against that principle, which is, create chaos, then bring the solution. Yeah, you see it all the time. The thing that I've also, the thing that we do in our company is we do a lot of design psychology for users. But where we draw the line is like, there's a certain level to which you are, how do I say this? A certain level at which you're offering something to someone. And then there's another level of where you are manipulating them. And so like, you got to be careful. Like, are you trying to get to their brain, or are you trying to get to their heart and manipulate their heart, right? So
what's the difference for you in that?
So if I can logically communicate something to you, you should logically be able to want to take an action step. Maybe it's watch this video, right? But if I am saying, hey, if you don't watch this video, the one version is, hey, watch this video because it's going to bring you a lot of interesting depth for gaslighting that you've never had. Whereas if I said, if you don't watch this video, other people are going to gaslight you, and you're never going to get free from this solution.
So when you say talking to the heart, you mean
abusing the emotions.
Mean creating fear.
Yes, in the emotions.
Okay.
So, anyways, but this has been a fun one. I like this segment. Our next taste test is available, and let's see what we have.
Last one?
No, second last.
Okay. Oh, fish paste.
Are you allergic to fish?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's go.
I lived in Thailand for a while, and I really love fish sauce. Use it a lot as a salt.
So this is
fish paste.
It's anchovies.
Oh, anchovies.
Yeah.
I love anchovies.
So I'll do mine one. Oopsie, I don't know how to get it off there.
Okay. So there's some red.
I guess you can use mine.
Okay. There's some red color in this.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
So this, let's see, we have anchovies, pilchards, mackerel, salt.
Maybe it's just the color of the fish.
Yeah,
makes
soy
it sort
protein.
Of this terracotta
color. Okay, this I used to eat at school, and people would be like, "You're crazy" in South Africa. You eat it on sandwiches. It smells awful.
I don't know. I love it.
It's yummy.
I love fish.
You do?
I do. I love anchovies.
I thought this would be a bad one for you.
No, I love food.
Okay, yuck to yum. It's not amazing.
There's a little back taste to it that's not as pleasant as the front taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It starts off good, but then it gets awful.
But I'm just kind of wondering, like, how long is this stuff been in? Is there an expiration date on this or something that we're not? Are you gaslighting me now?
No, man.
You're telling me this is like the best, freshest? Yeah, no, the back taste is bad. We got to go through another.
Yeah.
Is there something there?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I mean, anchovies, sardines, all that is awesome.
Yeah, but that's...
Something's going on at the end of this that I'm not happy about.
Me too.
Okay. What can we do to solve this?
Okay. So bad.
I mean, I'm sitting here and mic'd. I can't go anywhere.
So you know what? I think it is the expiration date.
Oh!
I thought it was 2025, but it's 2021.
Okay, well.
And that was September.
I don't know.
So we may have I hope we come out alive.
I hope so too.
So this is a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Going in the trash.
I'm thinking it's a 3, only because the front end is delicious.
Okay,
The rest of it, yeah.
Okay, so let's do another taste test.
Okay. Sounds like I'm not gonna have a bite of that.
Wow, that was awful at the end.
I got the hot sauce. I think that's what I'm gonna roll with right now, just to.
Okay.
It's a palate cleanser, the hot sauce.
Okay, let's do this one.
Love that hot sauce.
Yeah, the hot sauce is really good.
Okay.
That was awful. I'm sorry, I need to check the expiration date. Let's check this one. Okay, that one, yeah.
Okay, your handwriting is...
Terrible.
It's okay. Maramite? M-A-R-E, is that what this is?
Marmite.
Marmite.
So it's like Vegemite.
Okay.
Okay, expiration first. Okay, we're good. So 2022.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
I haven't had Vegemite.
I'm gonna use a new spoon.
Okay.
This is different to Vegemite.
Right.
It's also from vegetables, which is like yeast extract, right?
Right.
Okay.
I need to use your spoon.
Yeah, and then I have a drink after this that's gonna help relieve.
It's super thick.
Uh-huh.
It's like molasses.
I've had 2 guests say that.
Look at that.
Molasses.
Yeah.
What is
Do you know
molasses?
molasses?
No.
It's a super, super dense type of, I don't know, sugar product.
This is definitely not molasses.
I'm talking about molasses incorrectly, but it's used in like gingerbread cookies and. Okay, ready?
Yeah. There's supposed to be different levels of like yummy things, not yummy things.
Salty.
Okay.
Fishy.
Okay. Well, maybe because you just ate that expired
No, it's actually
fish.
kind of fishy to me.
Okay. It probably because it makes you think.
In a good way.
Think of wasabi, right?
No.
It goes super good with cheese and butter.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, what I am getting is a lot of salt.
Okay, 1 to 10.
I love salt. I would not really go for this if I were to choose, but I'd eat it with cheese. I'd go for a 5.
Okay, I like it. Okay, so your next.
Gotta have that palate cleanser. Hot sauce.
Okay, so the next part here is: would you eat a gallon of monkey gland sauce, or
Monkey gland sauce? Okay, just waiting to make
Or-
sure I heard that.
or would you eat 10 mopani worms? Both African delicacies.
Probably worms because maybe a higher protein content.
The worms are like this thick, and they have like sometimes they'll fry them and then put stuff in the middle, but
Gland sauce.
so it's not a real thing.
Oh.
It's just named that, but people think it's these big monkeys with glands, you know, that they
Why
like
would they call it
juice
monkey
them,
gland
they
sauce?
juice the gland and then
As a marketing,
It's
I mean,
great.
you're a marketer.
yeah,
Why
it's
would
to
you-
get people. It's awesome.
Okay.
There you guys have it for this segment. Thank you for watching this part about gaslighting. Make sure to go check out the video she mentioned about gaslighting, and then also
The film?
The film.
Well, I don't know if they need to do that, but there's a lot of great information
Sure.
about gaslighting.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Don't You Know Who I Am?
There's one.
By Dr. Ramani.
Okay.
I'm just gonna recommend that right now. It's her latest book, and
That's it.
she is really the expert on how to deal with narcissism.
We'll have it in the description. Watch the other videos. Our full video is on Spotify, so go check that out, or on Facebook, or on our website. And make sure to watch this other video about how to get the best deals all year round. Super interesting video. And then the follow-up to that is our video, the original one about narcissistic abuse. If you didn't see that, go check that out. Thank you so much. Cheers.
I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya. Kid from California, trying to make it in life. In school they never taught ya. Dreams